Now let's go and let's talk about Arab superiority.
Yeah.
Let's talk about racism now. Let's talk about Arab racism. And let's go to Al-Tabari. Now, who is Al-Tabari?
Al-Tabari is a very important historian of Islam.
And why is he important? Because he is the first one to write down the tafsir.
Yes.
He is the first one to write down the explanation of how the Quran was written.
Extremely
So what does
important.
Al-Tabari say about Arabs?
Al-Tabari says Arabs are the most noble in lineage, the most prominent, and the best in deeds. We were the first to respond to the call of prophets. It's talking about Arabs. We are Allah's helpers and the viziers of his messenger.
I'm not entirely sure why this lady is quoting an alleged saying attributed to Al-Tabari. Admittedly, I haven't had a look at this saying. I've got no impetus to do so. If I want to look at whether Islam teaches Arab superiority or not, I'm not going to have a look at what Al-Tabari said, his opinion. What I'm going to go to is the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, on this very issue. I'm not entirely sure why this lady did not go to such a source. The Prophet said, "O people, your Lord is one, and your father Adam is one. There is no virtue of an Arab over a foreigner, nor a foreigner over an Arab." I'll just repeat that. There is no virtue of an Arab over a foreigner. There you have it. Arab superiority? What superiority? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught everybody is equal.
Let's move on.
Very cool.
What about the description Muhammad?
Yes.
What about what Muhammad looks like? Let's see what Bukhari says. Let's see what Ibn Dawud says. Let's see what Sahih. Now, why am I using these people?
These are the most authoritative hadith collections in Islam.
These are Sahih Bukhari.
They're all Sahih.
Sahih Muslim. That means they are without error, right?
That's what it's
These
meant
are the
to
most
mean.
authoritative hadith collection. They are second only to the Quran in authority. Let's read what Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim says about Muhammad's leg.
Yeah, I find it very interesting, Jay, that I'm told that Islam doesn't care about color, because in Sahih Bukhari, volume 4, book 56, number 767, Muhammad is described and someone is looking at him as if I was now looking at the whiteness of his leg. So
Muhammad has a white leg.
Muhammad has a white leg.
According to Sahih Muhammad.
It's in Bukhari
and Sahih Muslim.
and in Muslim.
Both Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim talk about Muhammad's white leg.
White leg.
And it's a white leg.
It's a white leg.
Not a brown leg, not a black leg,
It's
but
a
a white leg.
It's a white leg.
What else do they say? What does Bukhari and Muslim say about his shanks?
His shanks and the lower part of his leg. Again, then the messenger, this is reported by Abu Junahayfa. I saw the Prophet, then the messenger of Allah came out wearing a red mantle, and I can remember looking at the whiteness of his shanks.
Okay, should we do this in Arabic?
Yes.
Or is this England today?
It's England. I don't know why.
Can we speak English in England?
But Jay.
You're now demanding that we have to speak Arab
Jay.
here. Arabic here.
Remember,
at Speaker's Corner.
Remember that we just realised that, who was it? Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Tabari, Al-Tabari told us that Arab is superior.
Already.
The Arabs
Now
are
he's saying it
superior.
again.
And now he's telling me I must speak in Arab. Has to speak in Arabic.
How does that make you people feel here in England?
He meant by knowledge.
Thank God we have the freedom to speak English. Thank God that we don't have to be colonized by the Arabs yet again. Thank God that we don't have to be colonized by the Arabs yet again.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Arabs
Now
are
he's saying it
superior.
again.
And now he's telling me I must speak in Arabic.
Knowledge.
Has to speak in Arabic.
How does that make you people feel here in England?
He meant by knowledge.
Thank God we have the freedom to speak English.
So if we want to know what Muhammad looked like, we'll have to go through some of the descriptions of his appearance found in the Hadith. Now, if Muhammad were sitting in a crowd of his fellow Arabs, how would we spot him? Sahih al-Bukhari, number 63. Narrated Anas bin Malik, while we were sitting with the Prophet in the mosque, a man came riding on a camel. He made his camel kneel down in the mosque, tied its foreleg, and then said, "Who amongst you is Muhammad?" At that time, the Prophet was sitting amongst us, leaning on his arm. We replied, "This white man reclining on his arm."
Hey, which one of you is Muhammad? This white Tom Willis-looking white guy leaning on his white arm, that's who. But let's keep reading about a prophet who makes the Brady Bunch look like NWA. Sahih Muslim, 6081. It was narrated that Abu Juhayfa said, "I saw the messenger of Allah with a white complexion and some white hairs." White complexion with white hairs. Who knew that Anderson Cooper was a 7th century prophet? Sahih Muslim, 6071. It was narrated from Al-Jurairi from Abu Tufail. I said to him, "Did you see the messenger of Allah?" He said, "Yes, he was white, with an elegant face." This guy's so white, he makes Queen Elizabeth look like Queen Latifah. And the Muslim sources go out of their way to remind us how white Muhammad was. They tell us about the whiteness of his shins, and the whiteness of his thigh, and the whiteness of his leg, and the whiteness of his stomach, and the whiteness of his forearms, and the whiteness of his armpits, and the whiteness of his cheeks. Based on these descriptions, a friend of mine who's a police sketch artist was able to put together a drawing of Muhammad. Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man?
And so Anas bin Malik has given us one of the most explicit descriptions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is found in the Shama'il of At-Tirmidhi. Anas ibn Malik says that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was neither very tall such that he stood above the crowd, nor was he short such that he would be ignored. He was in the middle. He was of a medium stature. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was neither extremely white, and nor was he a ruddy brown. Now, pause here for a while. The Arabs, they called what we call white, they called it yellow. They called it yellow. What we call white is the Caucasian color white. Okay? And this is generally called asfar. And that's why they call the Romans Banul Asfar. They call the Romans the tribe of the yellow people. Just like over here the American Indians, what did they call whites? Pale face, right? This is not a skin color that they're familiar with, okay? Generally speaking, when the Arabs use the word white, it is a lightish brown. This is what they call white is a lightish brown. It's not the white that we consider Caucasian white. Okay, that white they called asfar, which then it's not really white, it's yellowish to them. That's how they considered it, okay? So, the Prophet ﷺ was a very lightish color of brown. The actual skin color that he had was a lightish color of brown. A lot of people say he was white. No, he's not white. The English word white, no. When we say the word white, that means he is Caucasian color. No, he wasn't. And by and large, the Arabs were not of that color. Right? The Romans were of that color. The Arabs, they had a different color. So the Prophet ﷺ had a lightish, brownish color. So Anas bin Malik is saying, neither was he purely on that side, nor was he ruddy brown, nor was he the rusty brown color. He was in the middle.
I've managed to squeeze this 240 pounds of awesomeness into the only garment in my wife's dresser stretchy enough to hold it.